Good morning, everybody. Hope you're well. Ooh, we've 7 on already. That you keen, super keen this morning. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Betty. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Faye. Absolutely miserable day here today. There's no other word to describe it. It was like this yesterday. It didn't really get light. It just stayed dark. I know we talk about the weather every week, but it's, you know, something that we all experience. Yeah, I don't like days like this. It never really gets light, but it's the perfect day to stay in and do some crafting. So that's what I intend to do today. I'm having a Stampin' Up day today. I'm doing all Stampin' Up work, and I will probably have to nip out and do a promenade with the doggy. If you tuned in last week, you may have heard that I can't say the English word that means promenade in French because she understands it and gets too excited, so we have to say promenade. So I do have that to do today, but other than that, I am going to be in all day. I don't want to go anywhere else. You're all poised for my words of wisdom. And honestly, Betty, last week I did well. I'm saying we didn't have a good week last week, so thanks for saying I'm cheerful, but I didn't feel very cheerful last week for the whole week, really. But this week's another week. So we go again, don't we? So, yeah, and I've done some work over the weekend on the next round of coffee and card. Thank you to those of you who voted. I know I can't please everybody, and the world would be a boring place as well if we all liked the same, wouldn't it? So I've taken your feedback on board, and I have launched round 46 of the next coffee and card, which starts on the 11th of March. I'm going to do it for 6 weeks, even though it doesn't include dies, just because that's what we've got used to, I suppose. But because I've included 2 packs of paper, so it's a little bit more money, this one. And I have had 2 signed up already, so thank you for that. And thanks for your hug, Betty. So I've got no space. My craft room is awful, girls. It's awful. I was going to tidy it up on Saturday, and I just didn't feel like it. I'll be honest, full disclosure, struggling with motivation for things at the moment. I blame the weather, But anyway, so I'm going to turn the camera around. There we go. Oh, that was quite seamless this week. Hey, Melly, long time no see. So the next coffee and card is going to be the storybook moments. It's got different names, but it's a cutesy one. Sorry, Betty. Thanks to the couple of you who've signed up for that already. So I am including these stamps with it. There's going to be a bit of colouring in. And that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to work on some cards so I can tell people what ink pads we're going to be using, because I'm aware that I haven't done that. We're going to be using, oh God, I don't even know where stuff is. 2 packs of paper. Which I thought I had down here to show you. Hang on. Well, this is one of them. We're going to be using the checks, which are out of stock at the minute, but they're due back in this week. I don't know where they are. I have them already. Anyway, never mind. You know which ones I mean. We're going to be using the storybooky ones. So yeah, I will do I need to do a video for my YouTube channel anyway and go through a few things. Fiona said, so am I. What did I say? So you are, sorry, Fiona, I'm not sure what you're referring to, but fill me in, please. So yes. Any updates from, so I did some tutoring last week. Again, I've done tutoring for the last 2 weeks and 1-to-1 craft tutoring on a Thursday morning, which was lovely. And week one, we made a lovely journal, and I taught my student how to do the rolled up flowers. And whilst I was showing my student how to do it, I made a book as well, and I made mine from. Oh, you're struggling, yeah. I made mine for my mum because it was a birthday last week. So I did her a book with, and I will share photos with a name on, and she loved it actually. She loved that I'd made her this book, so that was really nice. This week we actually made a card for Mother's Day. So I am using retired products because I can't use sort of expensive stuff. So I'm using like retired papers and things, but it's really nice to share some skills with a 15-year-old on a one-to-one basis. And we did this card, and we carried on with the rolled flowers theme. And I got my student to do hers with no instruction this week. I didn't show her how to. So I said, right, I want some rolled flowers. I want you to make me some rolled flowers. And this one is actually, I know it's dark because it's black with this. This one was actually made by my student, and she was thrilled to bits. I can't say her name and stuff for safeguarding. But yeah, we made this card, and I've got just that to stick on the inside. So that's all ready for my mum for Mother's Day, I thought. As I say, it is retired product, but you can make it, with current things. But yeah, we did that. This is the ribbon is the celebration ribbon. So I got her to do a bow, and the butterflies are retired as well. But yeah, we had a go at doing that, and I'm loving. And this week, I gave her a few ideas of what we could do. And we're going to do gift bags and boxes this week. That's what she wanted to do this week. So I said we would watch my YouTube channel and make some. So she thought that was quite funny. So yes, I'm enjoying doing that on a Thursday morning at the moment. I don't know how long I'll be doing it for, but yeah, it's fabulous. So, okay, so I've gone over what the next coffee and card is, and things like that. And then before we start today, I actually didn't have many people sign up for this, not as many as normal, and that's fine. That's what happens. But I've been really thrilled with the response because I've had some lovely comments on like my socials, and I've had pictures what people have done, and people have shared what they've made, and you know what? I know that we're stampers, and we like to spend time stamping and creating, and we may not be die cut type crafters, but when I've given these cards out, like I gave, Craig gave that card to his mum last Wednesday or Thursday, I think, and she actually texted me to thank me for the card, which I don't think she's done before. And I thought it was, it's quite a simple card because I've just stamped the bunting and popped that die cut on. But non-crafters are loving it, I think. Yes, I love the gift bags, Betty. So, and gave my mum her card on Sunday. We went out for a meal on Sunday, and she loved it as well with the die cut bunch of flowers on the front. So I know we think it might be a cop out and it's a bit simple, but I think they go down quite well. And before we start, I wanted to, and I have got prepared and got this out. I wanted to show you for anyone who is interested, because people have been enjoying the papers. I know they're not for everybody, but I wanted to show you, and this is a video I need to film, which I think I'm going to do this afternoon. This is one of the scrapbook workshop kits, and it's the one that matches the papers that we're using. And if anybody's interested in the scrapbooking, I just wanted to go through it just really quickly, just a 1 to 2 minute going through what you actually get and what it's all about. So what I love about these kits are you get these printouts, and they're not done on a cheap paper. They're actually really, really they're quite glossy, substantial printouts, and they give you all the dimensions and all the instructions on to do your scrapbooking pages. So if you are struggling for, you know, design ideas, these are really good, and you can keep these once you've done your layouts, and you can use them for other designs. Yeah, so you don't have to just use them with these. So I love that this is done. It even tells you here on the front what size photos you need. And what's clever is it tells you if you need them landscape or portrait, so L and P. So you need 3 4x4s. You know, it's so good. But that's if you want to do it as is. So what sort of things do you get in these kits? Well, you get some of the papers that are already featured in ours. Now these ones aren't gold foiled. That's the difference. Some of them are different, like that one's an exclusive one. So that one is a bit like one we've got, but it's not gold foiled. Oh, thank you, Anne. That's really nice of you to say, because you've been doing them with me. So I do have some classes coming up with these. Now I love that one. That's spotty one. And look at that lovely green gingham. So again, that's a bit of an exclusive paper. So they're not just the papers. Oh, that's a bit different. So then you get, like here, you get some single-sided ones like that. So far we've got 8 sheets of DSP, 2 more, 10. And then we get our 12x12 card. So we've got Pretty in Pink, you've got Peach Pie, and you've got quite a bit of the White Willow. Oh, there's lots of that. 4 sheets of that. And then we get these die cuts, ephemera die cuts. They're really good. They're non-adhesive. Oh wow, look at these big leaves and decorations. Some more ephemera. And then we've got our stickers, which are fab. That's the back. And then these are like photo, oh, look at that, look, 2x2. The little photo place card holders. And you stick these on temporarily if you've not got your photos done. So they are really good. And if you're watching and you're not already a member of, if you're in the UK and you're not already a member, I'm going to put a link on here. Just bear with me if you're interested, to my scrapbooking group on Facebook. I do have some classes coming up that are advertised. They are online. Just grabbing a link for you. And I've posted the Facebook group link. So yeah, I just wanted to take a few moments to share those. This is the one that matches what we're doing, so that's why I wanted to share. But we do have 4 gorgeous kits, and I need to get, I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know if any of you feel like this, I'm so cluttered up here in my craft room that it's not inspiring me to get going. So what I'm going to do is, I think I just need to take my scrapbook kits downstairs to the dining table, where I'm really making an effort to keep that nice and clear. I like a nice table, and I'll go mess that up now. I'll go do, because you do need a bit more of a bigger workspace when you're working with a 12x12. Anyway, Anne, thank you for recommending those, because you've worked hard on yours. Okay, should we get started? It's nearly 11:15. I could do with a cup of tea. I wonder if Craig telepathically will sense that and bring me one up. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you is, I was inspired to make these when I saw them. That's a plain one. I'm not going to make all 3 today, by the way, because I think we'll be on too long. But when I saw them in the catalogue, no, sorry, the celebration brochure. So I made some with the fruit salad papers. So I just saw these here, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have a go at making something like that. Now, I've come up with a design using my own measurements. So you might want a pen and paper. I should have told you that last week. So if you are, you can take part even if you're not taking part, if that makes sense, and you can use different materials. And if you're in my VIP group, then please do share. These are really cute. Just a little little note to pop in. I'm doing them as a little note. Now, what you have for just your week 3, it's really pitiful. It took me ages to die cut these. I was actually grateful that it was a smaller group this time. You should have some little stitched pieces. Yeah, a couple of squares and 2 different size circles. And these are to decorate. Okay, so what you will need is, obviously, you need paper. Now, in your big brown paper bag, this should be it. You should have, I've put week 6 and bits, but you should have a sheet, a thick sheet, that's thin, I think, a thick sheet of white, and that's for this card. And then we need our papers. Now, my spare pack of papers has arrived, but I'm going to try and get away with just using what I've got. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to score and cut the card spaces first. Okay, now as I say, we're going to do 3 from a piece of A4. However, Faye, I hope you've got your little notebook to put these in. This is metric piece of card, and we're actually going to be using imperial measurements, which is a little bit awkward, but it was just easier for the cutting guide. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure this out in my head, so just bear with me as I think on. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do is let me just take the arm out here. So we're going to pop this in here, portrait, okay, and we're going to cut it at 4.5 inches, 4.5 inches, okay. Oh, my score has dropped out. It'd be my box. Or I might have to grab my other trimmer that's just at the side. So we've cut that at 4.5 inches, and then we need to turn it round and cut one at 5 and another at 5. And that's spare. They will be 2 of our cards, okay. And then this is a little bit different. So we've got this long piece left, yeah. And what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to cut this. Let me just get this right. Yeah, so this is this. Should be 4.5. Yeah. So 9. We're going to cut it. We need to open that arm and cut it at 9 inches. So it's the right length now, and it needs to be, should be 2.5 inches wide. Yeah. This is just a way of getting 3 from the middle. But you do have, it does fold like the 10th fold, okay? So you should have some scraps left, and you can use those for die cutting. All right. I'm going to have to bring my other trimmer in because my score has dropped out. So just to score now, this is 9. So we're going to score it at 4.5. This one, don't cut. And then we have, so you could have a card opening like that way. I think that's quite cute. And then these other two, they actually measure 5 by 4.5. Just make sure you've got it in with the 5 at the top, and you're going to score it at 2.5. And we're all in inches. Okay. So we've got 2 like that and 1 like that. Okay. You might want to do this afterwards. That's absolutely fine. So there are card bases. Then we need to do our envelopes. Now, if you're going to do 3, I'm only going to make 1 this morning with you. But if you're going to do 3, you will need 3 pieces of 6 by 6. So I think I will do a cake one because I haven't done a cakey one. Okay, so I've just done 1 piece, but you would need 3 if you want to make 3 today. Right, so these measurements are dead easy. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I mean, I don't know about you, but which would you say is the right way up? Would you say the envelope should be upwards like that, or should it be like that? Because that's going to decide how we do our cakes. So which looks the right way up from the envelope perspective? Does it look right like it's like that, so our cards like that, or is it right with it being like that? Don't suppose it matters. It's your design. I'm going to do mine upright, okay? And it all depends on, actually, if you stick a little extra circle on the front, yeah, and you write someone's name, then that's going to be that way up, isn't it? Because it's dependent on how you write the name. So maybe that was a silly question on my part. Okay, so if you want it this way up, okay, we're working in inches. We're going to score at 1.5, 1.5 inches, and then we're going to flip it and score at 1 3/4 inches. So it's 1.5 and 1 3/4. So this one's just slightly bigger. And then what's so easy, and I'm going to use the measurement at the right hand side this time, is we're actually going to score at half, which is the top, and and then 3/4 of an inch. So I tried to make this easy for you to remember. So this is how my brain works. We've scored at 1.5 and 1 3/4. We've scored at half and we've scored at 3/4. So we've just took the 1 off when we've done the tops. Hope that makes things relatively easy to remember. And then what we're going to do is all the 4 corners are going to be removed, but they're going to be removed on a bit of an angle. So we'll show you when I've done. We're going to take a little slither out. Bit of a larger slither on the top flap, I would say. So it should, oh, you've all gone quiet. Are you all making and concentrating? Should look like that, okay? And then what happens is we fold these in. Yeah, and what I do is I fold the wider one in. And it means that that's more or less, the line's more or less in the centre then, okay? And we join. So if we look at it, it's 1.5 there, and it's 1 1/4. It's 1/4 of an inch off. However, I just want to do it that way because the measurements are so much easier. And then that's going to come up, and then this one only goes down when you're ready to send your little card. Okay, so we'll glue that in. And now that glue I'm going to throw. I need to do a glue audit. Oh, here we go, we're off. We're off. Okay, so I've glued that down. We'll glue that up. Does mean your cake is upside down there at the bottom. And then we're not going to glue the top, alright? So we can try out our little design. And hey presto, it fits in, okay? Now I haven't tried this. Oh look, so that's my bank card. And it does fit in. So you could do it as like a little gift card. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so as far as decorating goes, you can just absolutely do what you want then. Use the die cuts, okay? So what I've done is I've done 2 1/4 by 4 1/4, but you do get a bit of a big border. So if you want to actually, I remember now when I've done this, I did look at doing them 2 1/4, but the border was quite big, so I just came one little notch after the 2 1/4. So it's technically 2 5/16 or something like that. And then doing it this way, go to find 4 1/4, but work along to the next notch as well, if that makes sense. So we could, where's that bit of, I've got a little bit of birthday paper free there. So what I'm going to do is cut this down. So 2 1/4 plus the next notch, and then 4 1/4, but move it along the next one. And that's going to go there, like that. Okay. Oh, I might actually do that inside, yeah. I'm going to do that inside, and then I think I might actually use the stripes on the front, because I've not used those yet. And I might give this to my son's girlfriend for a birthday, with maybe a voucher, a little gift card or something. Hey Ali, how are you doing after you're up? I hope you're alright. I hope you find this useful, Anna. Honestly, it's nice for a nice little gift card. Where's that stamp set? Yeah, I've left it out on purpose. So this is one I like to use for lots. Now this is just a note. So I'm going to do birthday wishes. And I am going to use the larger circle. And I did this on purpose. I've done you a larger one for the one inside. Don't worry, I'm going to go through all the designs with you. I'm going to stamp birthday wishes there. Yep, and that's going to stick in there like that on the cakes. All right. So on the front, I'm going to do just an no. I don't want to do just a note. I'm not going to put anything on the front from a greeting point of view because we put it on the inside, Julie. So I'm trying to replicate this one really. Okay. And then I've done that. So I need my die cuts. If you remember, I've not got loads left. I'm on the original first pack here of die cuts. So let's see what I've got. Oh look, I have got a cupcake. I actually like the balloon. Get loads of lovely bits. I'm just seeing if there's a really tiny little floral one left. Nope. Oh, there it is. So put these in because I need those for next week. Okay, let's see what we're going to do here. So what I was thinking of doing is using a circle on the front, and I might pop that on. And that. And that little, oh, I like that. Oh, I hope you get better soon. I know when I had my op, it was just I couldn't, obviously it wasn't anything to do with, like yourself, with your shoulder. Is it your shoulder, sorry, that you've had done? And I just couldn't sit at my desk. I'm going to town on this one. There we go, I've done a little cupcake with a flower on and the balloon, yeah? And then putting birthday wishes inside. I just think that's a lovely little gift card for a teenage girl or a young girl. Or a young, I'd quite like it for me. There we go. So that's going to go in there, and I think I will get Neve a lovely gift card to pop in there. I'm getting organised. I've done a birthday card now. So You should still have 2 die cuts left. So that's one card I've done. I've done the 10-fold one. Now in terms of the other ones, that's one like it. All I've done here is dead simple. It's plain inside. They are cute, Ali. If you want to watch from the beginning, I got the measurements. You can get 3 from an A4. Dead easy. Tried to make it easy. Yeah, I've just cut some paper there, just the gingham, added a balloon, just a note and a little flower. So super easy. And again, just some paper and some more flowers. I think that's, and then I've got all these envelopes. And I'm still on with this first. I've done all my coffee and card designs, plus some of them I've already made twice because I've done a demo day. I've got so many projects and I'm still on one pack of papers. I'm going to film a reel actually today to show how many I've done, and I've still got, that's just one that I demonstrated for demo day. But yeah, how many envelopes have I made now? 5 envelopes. So yeah, they're really, really cute. Really, really easy to do once you've got the measurements. You'll be firing these out in no time, I'm sure. So there's today's design. And I need to put that away because I'm just going to put them all back in here. Desperate for a cuppa because it never arrived, did it? And this is next week's card. I'd forgotten what this one is. Oh yeah, little bit of ribbon, and we're focusing on cake next week. Happy Cake Day, if you can see that. Very busy card with the cake. Bit of a play on words there. Happy Cake Day, and there's loads of cakes on. But we're going to use some ribbon, peach pie, which isn't in the sweet, but it goes so well with it. Well, thank you, Carol. Sorry, Fiona. I'm keeping well clear of it. It's done. So that's next week's. I love a gingham, so I'm covering the whole of the card with gingham. That's next week's for you. So as I said, bookings are open for the next round of coffee and card, and the details are across the bottom. So please do share this video with any of your crafty friends. Someone shared my YouTube video on Facebook, and I did appreciate that because I do get a few viewers, but we could always do with a few more. I get a few pence from YouTube each week for my coffee and card. It's not a lot, but sometimes it adds up. So yes, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next week. But I do plan to share a couple of videos this week, so watch this space. And also, this was the second favourite in the for the coffee and card. I've seen some absolutely wonderful makes with it, so I am planning on doing a class that's going to be online on a Saturday with it. Okay, so I've not done any Saturday classes this year. To be honest with you, I've just focused on my coffee and card because that I know I could commit to that. I think the more classes I offer, the less attendance I get. So I will bring that back. I have got my weekend retreat in April. I've just got 5 spots left now. It's the 11th to 13th of April, and yeah, I've got 5 places left. So I am going to be focusing on that quite a lot. There's a new gorgeous bundle coming out in March on the online exclusives, some fab online exclusives coming out in March, and I'll be using that for the retreat, so can't wait for that. Had a couple of bookings last week, which was great, so I'm really looking forward to that, the hotel. And we are doing another paper crafts and piano day in October. I can't remember the date. I think it could be the 11th or 12th. But yeah, we are planning another paper crafts and piano day. So I just need to finalise with the hotel about that. Betty, I'll keep a place aside for you and we'll see how you go. So yeah, there we go. I will be doing a class with that. Right, thanks for watching this week. Have a lovely week and have a crafty day today, and I will see you soon. Bye.